Islam Makhachev just made history, becoming a two-division UFC champion at UFC 322. He absolutely dominated Jack Della Maddalena at Madison Square Garden, clinching the welterweight title to add to his lightweight reign. We're talking over 18 minutes of control time and clean 50 to 45 scorecards across the board. It was a masterclass in grappling superiority. But here's the thing, not everyone is cheering, while many are praising Islam's incredible skill. A growing number of fans, and even some legends of the sport, are saying his performance highlights a match. Our problem in MMA is dominant grappling becoming, well, boring. This isn't the first time we've heard these whispers. Just a few months ago, Makhachev used a similar smothering wrestling style to take the middleweight title from Dricus Du Plessis at UFC 319. It was total domination, but it left some viewers feeling a bit flat. Now, after Makhachev's win, the conversation has exploded. An AUFC great is leading the charge for a rule change. Enter Chael Sonnen, the American gangster. On a show with Daniel Cormier, Sonnen didn't hold back. He said he felt like Makhachev was gaming the system. He explained that the current rules basically give fighters a free pass once they get to him. Advanced position on the ground. Like side control or half guard, the ref just lets them work from there, even if that work doesn't lead to much action. Sonnen pointed out that we saw the same thing happen in both the main and co-main events at UFC 322, just one position on rinse and repeat. He argued that from a viewer's perspective, it's just not that exciting. He drew a parallel to how referees, like Herb Dean, decided to crack down on eye pokes. Sonnen thinks it's time to have a serious conversation about this side control business. His main point is this: the rule says you must be advancing your position towards a finish, but somewhere along the line, we've decided that getting to side control asterisk is asterisk the finished product. Sonnen says it's not. He believes the UFC needs to look at changing this rule, and sooner rather than later, to keep the fights dynamic and engaging. But just as that idea starts to gain traction, another huge voice in the UFC world throws in a completely opposite opinion. I'm talking about the one and only Joe Rogan. While Sonnen wants more stand-ups from stalled ground positions, Rogan wants to get rid of them entirely. And I mean, asterisk entirely asterisk. On his podcast, Rogan has been very clear about his stance for a long time. He believes that if a fighter gets taken down, it's their responsibility, and only their responsibility, to get back up. No help from the referee. He says, you have to earn a get up. You have to stand up by yourself. No stand-ups ever. Rogan even takes it a step further with a pretty radical idea. He suggests that if a round ends with one fighter in a dominant position, like a full mount, the next round should start right there in that exact same position. His logic is simple. Why should the fighter who is losing the ground battle be rewarded with a fresh start on the feet just because the bell rang? He never actually got up, so the fight should resume where it left off. So here we are at a major crossroads for the sport. On one side, you have Chael Sonnen arguing for more referee intervention to break up stalled grappling and keep the action flowing for the fans. On the other side, you have Joe Rogan, who wants to remove the referee safety net completely, forcing fighters to solve the puzzle of grappling on their own, making it a true test of every aspect of mixed martial arts. What do you guys think? Is dominant grappling a beautiful display of skill, or is it starting to make fights boring? Should the rules be changed? And if so, who's right, Sonnen or Rogan? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.